people, hello guys. So today I'm going to talk about something very personal to me. Really, I don't really know how to start this video because this is really like big to me. I live in Germany now. I think I moved out to Germany since 2012 or 2013, 2012 I moved to Germany. So I still don't speak Dutch. I don't know why, but my Dutch is not still perfect. I'm still struggling. But I'm going to tell you guys how I start to really like motivate myself and start to really like try to learn. Before I live in Spain, so when I was living in Spain, I work in hotels. So everybody was kind of scared of this language and they don't want to learn Dutch because in my place where I work, they always give sometimes they give course hours, like if you want to learn any language, English, French, Dutch, Italy, they just give you that out every 6 months. A lot of people don't go for Dutch at all. They were so scared. They said, oh, it's so difficult, it's so difficult. So I put that into my head that language is difficult. I don't want to even learn. Even when I was coming to Germany, I was kind of scared of the language. So once I moved down here, it was really an issue because people don't speak English on the street, as I said in my previous video, but if you talk to people, you can they can communicate with you with English, but it's not everyday use. As a mother, I'm a mother of 3, I need Dutch in my life. I start to realize that after 2 years in Germany. I was so scared to speak with people. I always run away in a situation. I become insecure in a situation. When I'm talking to people, I don't look into their eyes. I become so depressed. I say, oh my God, what is this? I cannot learn this language. It's so difficult. I don't want to even try. So because of that, I'm here to share with you guys what you have to do. You don't need to be scared because for you to become somebody and to do something in Germany, you need Dutch. If you are a mother, you really need Dutch. You have to help your children with work. You have to help them to so many things. You have to go to so many appointments. You don't want other people to come into your privacy, do you? No, because of this, you need this language to survive here in Germany. Once you can speak this language, believe me, you can do most things here. Really, this country is a beautiful country. I love what they stand for. I love how they treat the immigrants. I love how they care for the passion they have to care for the children. That's what motivates me about this country. I always would like to go to English country, but since I live in Germany, I think I will never change this country for any other one. I love this country, but there are things you have to do because the language is very important. I think that's where we are going to start from. So the first book I start with my son, it was this one. I don't know if you guys can see it right, and this one comes with Spanish, and they write it. You can also get this in Turkish, you can get it in English, you can get it in so many countries. This book is very popular here in Germany. So when I go to this Dutch school at first, and this woman who teaches us recommended this book to me. He said this book, since my son was having a passion for books, and this book would be best for me. It would be for me to also learn and for my son to also see the pictures, and I can read Spanish very well, and most of the things was write out in Spanish. So that really helped me to start from book some words I was using, like things that you put in the fridge or any other things that you put in the bathroom. You have cars, you have a lot of nice things, and it was very fun with my son. I was having a family here who read very well for my son. That was kind of helped me out as well. Then I start to go for some few story that are not so long. I don't know if this is a test, lazy test, okay. And for me it was very easy because the test was very simple. A story I can read to my son, and immediately my son understand, and I was understanding what the story was all about. And this book come in 3. So to help myself to learn to write and understand what I was going through, to understand what I was if I read something, to understand what I was reading, then somebody recommend this book for me. And if your son is in school here in Germany, you find I think you have come across this book, and someone recommended it to me. One logopedi, she recommended this book to me because I was so scared, and she think this book would be fun for me to start. As a new person, I learn my Spanish like a child. I start just from the beginning. So I told her my story, I struggle with Spanish, and it told me, okay, this will be perfect for you. So this book Basically, it's just to put the alphabet together and you start to pronounce some words, you start to know how to write. I'm still struggling with my writing. It's still my weak point in Dutch. I think this book was so good for me. If you really like your education status was not strong, your foundation for education is not like strong, you have to go for this book. It's very nice. Then you can put alphabet together, you can start. Don't be ashamed to talk about it. Don't be ashamed to explain to people how was your education state. There was people that go to school in Africa, but they still like they didn't go to school. So it's not really a big deal. We have to talk about all these things. It's not our fault. If you are a child that was born into a situation, your parents have to care for you, or the state have to care for you to go to school. If you didn't do it, it's not your fault. You was just a child innocently. And I started to read some books like this for my son now that he's in school. All this kind of book, we start to read some very simple story, you know, to share that moment with your child. You know, I just have a lot of books, and that book I showed before, they have it in 6. So you just basically you go step by step, you start to paint and that. That's it for my daughter. You see here, I really do this. I was doing this with my son. We take one, we paint together. Then I go for this book as well, who helped me out. And this book, as you can see, Lazy Schreiber. So I go for this book, and it was very good for me. It helped me a lot. And then I start with this one as well. It's just ABC things. So you may be wondering why she start with all these small things. It was just, for me, it was just kind of boring to learn. So things like this, when I paint it with, I bought 2 of these. My son would be painting, doing one, I would be doing one. And at the end, we was just having fun. When my son was in primary 1, we were having so much fun to do this together, and he was having a fun doing what he liked, and I was sharing that part with him. I was learning as well, so it was kind of fun. And then I have interest, then I could able to go back to school to Dutch integration course, no, B1. Then I go to B1. Then for me, because B1 is practically about Germany, things, how you go, how you come back, past things, present, things like that. If you ever learn language, you know what I'm talking about. But I was learning something more deeper than that at home, so that really helped me to put things together, that I didn't go into like, oh, I don't know what they are talking about. I was very aware of what they are talking about. What this video is all about is that I want to tell you that if you don't know, or you don't know how to start, then you have to start from somewhere. You have to encourage yourself, because if you wait for someone to tell you to do it, it will be difficult for you to start. But when you encourage yourself and doing it in a way that you are having fun, I don't know if you guys understand. If you are doing it in a way that you are still picking something out and you are sharing with somebody who needs you at that moment. It was just that to me. My son needs me at that moment to read book with me, to share that time with me. So I find this way to share with him. At the same time, I was having fun doing it with him. At times we do, like I set alarm, who make his own first, and my son was having so much fun. And this time my son is in primary 3. He always showed me a lot of things. He told me, oh mommy, that grammatical wasn't right, I write like this, I write like that. I have fun doing it with him. So that's all you need. It's just to motivate yourself and tell yourself you can do it, because when you are motivated and your child also is watching, your children are watching you, they know how you're doing it with them. They know also that you need to learn. At times my son said to me, mommy, you don't speak English anymore, you have to speak Dutch. So okay, then let's do it, let's speak Dutch. So that's how I motivate myself to able to learn a little. I know a little I know, but this little is taking me so far. Now I have a lot of friends here. I can speak with a lot of mothers. I can talk to kindergarten, tearing. I can talk to a lettering. When I go to appointment with my children, at times when I have a little letters from school or from kindergarten, I can able to read it out for myself. I just know what they are talking about, so I can ask questions. That is very important. Give your chance. Never really like think that it's too late for me, oh I cannot do that anymore. You know, I was never in school in Africa. You know, you always give reason why you should not do that thing. This is Germany, and you have a lot of chance. It doesn't matter the year. And I'm going to be talking about my course I take in Germany, and one important thing I pick out of that course, it was that in Germany here they believe in learning until you die. So it doesn't have to be a particular time you can learn. Learning is part of us. Don't be scared to give it a try. Just try it out. If you don't work, you try. That's the most important thing. Motivate your children and motivate yourself, and remain in peace. And until I come to your way again, I hope you like my video.